Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and tomorrow is going to be a very busy day. We got the Disney Dreamlight Valley Lady and the Tramp update releasing at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at noon Eastern Standard Time is when early access will be available for Starsand Island. So yeah, I will stream Disney Dreamlight Valley tomorrow, hopefully shortly after the update is live, and then I'll stream for a few hours, and then I'll have to get recording gameplay videos of early access Starsand Island. And over the past few days, they have revealed some more details, and this game just looks like it's going to be so cool. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First thing we'll highlight is that the voice acting cast has been revealed, and they will actually be voiced in Japanese, Chinese, and English. So here is the English voice cast, and hey, they actually changed Francis's name back to Dolphin, thank goodness. And apparently a lot of these names are also voice actors who have appeared in My Time at Portia and My Time at Sandrock. I know Haley Nelson, who voices Neona, and hey, look, Neona is still alive, thank goodness. But yeah, that's the same voice actress who voices Mion, who you first meet in My Time at Sandrock. So yep, Neona and Alex are coexisting. And yeah, that is Stella after all. She got a design change. Another thing mentioned on the Discord is that, in case you didn't already know, they are doing a collab with the My Time series. Ginger and Gus will be visiting the island. You are supposed to be able to build up friendships with them. I'm not sure what else that will be done with Gus and Ginger, but they also said 2 more characters have boarded the train, but they left the wording kind of vague, so I don't know if it's also another 2 characters from the My Time series or if they're from a completely different series altogether. Now let's talk about pets. So there are various animals you can encounter on Starsand Island, like cats, dogs, squirrels, foxes, and more. And by feeding and interacting with them daily, their affection for you will grow, and eventually you can adopt them as your very own pet. They also confirmed that otters and red pandas will join the island in future updates, so that's very cool. Especially with another game that I played recently, Utterly Lost. Now otters are on my mind more, so I'm looking forward to having those around in this game too. In this screenshot, you can see the pet shop, which in the demo is owned by Stella, but I'm not sure if that will still be the same in the full game. But in the demo, yeah, you did have the option of adopting a cat or a dog from there. Then we have this screenshot of inside a house with a few cats and dogs. There's even a cat-sized hamster wheel that one of them's running in. We have a little house, food bowls, and a couple of beds. And yeah, you can customize the cats and dogs with hats too. So there's like one with the propeller hat. You can buy the clothes from the pet shop. They mentioned that there's going to be festive lion dance costumes and cute flower hats, and not just headpieces, but tail accessories as well. There's even a dinosaur costume for the human characters, so that's pretty funny. But they do mention that you can grow closer to an animal by feeding them their favorite snacks, and once your friendship grows, you'll unlock more ways to interact, like petting, spinning together, or even giving them a hug. And once you've adopted an animal, you can turn on the follow feature so that they follow you around. As much as I love the demo, the character creator was easily one of the weakest points, and it seems a lot of other people thought that way, because they did mention that they have listened to our feedback, so they have added more options. There's going to be a full color wheel, so you can customize hair, eye color, and skin tone however you like. You can fine-tune each color's saturation and brightness to get the perfect look. There's over 100 facial details, including eyebrows, eyeliner, lip color, face paint, and more. It would be cool if they added facial hair. That was another thing I completely forgot to mention before. That would be really nice to see in the game. And more body types as well, because it's just the one body type for male and one body type for female, and that's it. But another huge improvement over the demo is that hats and hairstyles can now be mixed and matched, because in the demo, they were just fused as one. And they've added over 200 wearable pieces per body type. And you have casual outfits, elegant dresses, to fantasy themed looks. Here you can see a sneak peek at some traditional Chinese clothing, and for these specifically, you have to gather materials and unlock blueprints in-game, kind of like what you do with furniture in order to create those pieces. They have added 10 different outfits that are inspired by different Chinese ethnic groups, and they've even added matching traditional dance animations. And they say whether you're dancing solo or with friends, the combination of clothing and movement creates an immersive cultural experience. Now let's talk about build mode, which looks really good. So they say that you can start from scratch and build your dream home piece by piece. At a foundational level, we designed house interiors and exteriors as a fully integrated system. Islanders can move seamlessly between indoor and outdoor spaces with no loading screens. And actually, that's a really good point. I'm glad they didn't do it the Animal Crossing way, but creating a more complete and immersive building and decorating experience. A robust system lets you lay foundations, rotate items, and use tools like grid alignment and perspective mode for precision. You can customize walls and floors with different materials and decorate your space with almost anything you find in the game, from snacks to old tools, bringing your home to life with personality. For perfectionists, build mode even lets you preview your home in different weather, times of day, and lighting. That's so cool. I wish The Sims 4 had the ability to preview your builds in different weather conditions. There's only the time of day ones, just at a few certain times, but yeah, this is a big improvement, being able to even see what it looks like in snow. I was a little confused at first. I thought you were able to see your house in all 4 different seasons, but looks like that's not there yet. So yeah, hopefully that's something they could add in the future. Another thing mentioned is based on feedback in the demo that building felt overwhelming. They have added a beginner-friendly guide. And in terms of decoration options, they have nearly 1,000 decorative items in styles like classic, modern, European, traditional, and whimsical fairy tale. Like, looking at these screenshots, these are so beautiful, and it's really cool to see the range of different stuff that you can make. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what people will share for preset layouts. And speaking of those, they do mention that there's going to be 8 pre-designed homes, like a Chinese courtyard, European villa, or even a luxury amusement park. You can gather the materials to build your dream home with one click, because yeah, you do actually need materials to build stuff. It's not like in The Sims where you can just build as long as you have the money. But you can also save your own creations as blueprints to reuse across saves. I am confused though, what's the difference between components and homestead presets? They seem to do the same thing just by looking at this screenshot here, but they're considered different categories. It looks like, unfortunately, we still have to wait until the full version is out before we're able to share presets with each other, because that was something they had previously confirmed. But there's a look at the amusement park. I wonder how much of this will be functional, because that would be amazing if we could ride on the carousel and the Ferris wheel. Maybe even like take a date on the Ferris wheel would be really interesting too. But yeah, that is so cool that in early access, we can already do that. We can live in an amusement park. One last aspect of build mode they talked about is terrain editing. They had previously confirmed you're not able to use that on the main island because they don't want you breaking the game in various ways or ruining cutscenes or whatever by like changing everything. But there is going to be this nearby wind flute island that's going to serve as your ultimate playground. You can shape hills, dig lakes, lay roads, and design gardens however you like. You can go beyond decorating a house to shaping an entire world. Your island, your rules. So it's going to be really interesting to go all out with that as well. And I remember seeing in the demo that you could get ducks. So that'd be really cool if you were able to have ducks just swim in the little ponds that you make on Windflute Island. Also, the fact that we are supposed to be getting otters later, so that would be a really good place to have some. Few other random facts. So with ranching, you can breed animals by studying the parents' traits. You can unlock subspecies like lop-eared rabbits, colorful sheep like the ones here, or rare alpacas. And you can actually have their offspring inherit up to 6 traits like faster growth or bigger yields. So I think there's a lot of potential replay value there with trying to breed the most perfect animals for the sort of farm that you want to run. For fishing, there is the previously mentioned 100+ species of fish in total that you can catch, and there's different types of bait and gear like rods, traps, and nets. You can sell fish for profit, but you can also build your own fish ponds for breeding and farming, so you can keep a steady supply of seafood coming in. You are also able to build aquariums to display your fish in, so that's pretty fun. I do like having aquariums. I think they're a really cool way to show off your collection. There's also these different fishing spots that you can bow out to: Lumen Wave, Celeste Wave, and Coral Sea. And there's also these other islands surrounding that you can't go to, but I wonder if that's a sneak peek at different islands we may get in future DLCs. To close out the video, here's the release schedule for Starsand Island Early Access across the globe. I cannot wait to play this game tomorrow. I'm so glad I have the day off. And I wonder how many hours I'll sink into this game in the early access period alone. I think it is going to give Disney Dreamlight Valley some competition, because that's been my go-to cozy game ever since that released in its early access. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I feel like it is going to scratch the life sim itch in a way. Like, it's not to the point where you need to worry about whether your character needs to go to the toilet, but it does feel closer to life sim territory than many other cozy games that I've played. Especially with the build mode, it looks like it will be quite powerful. It will just take some getting used to, I think, at least from what I played in the demo. It is an adjustment working with all the different blocks and having them be the length that you want without them conflicting with each other. But it does look like it will be easier in early access, so it'll be interesting to see just how much they have improved it since then. I also hope it won't be too grindy to get enough materials to build what you want, because I think in the demo, when I just did that little expansion to my house, I took out half a day just mining the materials that I needed and chopping all the wood as well. But anyways, that's it for now. So feel free to let me know your thoughts on Starsand Island in the comment section below. Are you going to be picking it up in early access, or are you going to wait for the full version to release, which is supposed to be sometime this summer? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.